What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Curtis Review. This week we're talking about Tapion, Hyrule, and other characters that are very reminiscent of a certain famous video game franchise. That's right, it's the 1995 film Dragon Ball Z Wrath of the Dragon. This movie is directed by Mitsuo Hashimoto with cinematography by Masao Shimizu. The story takes place somewhere in the Dragon Ball Z continuity after the final battle with Kid Buu and centers on an evil magician, Hoi, who is attempting to release an enormous, powerful monster named Hyrule in order to destroy the Earth. Of course, this means Goku and the gang are back in action and ready to take on the Earth's biggest threat since Buu. This movie is beautifully animated and also features original music that centers around Tapion, who's an obvious Link knockoff from Legend of Zelda, as well as his brother Minosha, both wielding ocarinas and swords to boot. All three are linked through a cursed music box, think the Triforce, which was used to seal Hyrule, but also meant that Tapion and Minosha would be sealed along with Hyrule, split into two. Minosha ends up getting killed by the evil wizard, and then Tapion gets released, which also releases half of Hyrule in this very kind of body horror, creepy kaiju scene in the city. Unfortunately, this movie just didn't really work for me. I found it to be kind of boring the whole time. There's a lot of plot threads that just seemed very like, Goku shows up here, and then we'll have Vegeta, and then, you know, Goten and Trunks have to do their thing because people love Gotenks. Then we're gonna kind of ham-fist this like absentee father-son relationship with Tapion and Trunks that almost gets this excellent payoff when Trunks comes in and slices Hyrule's tail off, which would have been a gratifying way to end that fight. But instead what we get is Goku coming in with his Dragon Fist attack, ending the whole thing after like 2 seconds, but he's been nowhere in the film up until this point. I don't know, it just kind of bugged me. It seemed a little lazy, and I get it. These DBZ movies are kind of cash grabby. They're ways to expand upon the characters, present new characters. Trust me, I had the Tapion toys growing up. They're awesome. If they sold a couple 100,000 toys just based on these new designs by Akira Toriyama, then that's what they were going for. It's not supposed to be a perfect film. I will say it's fun for the most part. It's very convenient, and even the ending loses some significance because we see the scene where Trunks slices Frieza in half after the Namek and Frieza saga end. It feels less significant because the movie that came before it, like, it's cool that Tapion is the one who gave Trunks his sword, and then we get that aha moment with, like, you know, where Trunks' sword came from. I don't know, it still didn't hit the way I think it should, but I'm 31. When this movie came out and I was like more like 8 or 9 or 10, I probably would have thought this was fucking incredible. So age can definitely change opinions on things. So I'll give this movie 3 ocarina wielding swordsmen out of 5 and a C rating. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not my favorite so far. And if I were to recommend a Dragon Ball Z movie to a newcomer, probably wouldn't be this one. I'd go with Fusion Reborn or The Tree of Might, something like that. If you liked this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and also stay tuned for more Dragon Ball related content down the line. Until next time, peace.
Fight me if you're ready to die.